Hey everyone, Kelly Weber with the Bergen Realty team at Keller Williams here today with Vince Introna from IMP Studios. Vince, I am so excited to talk to you today. I've been waiting to do this interview, so thank you for joining me.
Absolutely. Pleasure's all mine.
We host a weekly meeting, our networking meeting, at your studio, and it is a state of the art. Well, it's a video production studio. You're a digital marketing firm. You are 100 things. So tell us a little bit about your location and what you do.
Absolutely. Well, to try to tie it all together, there's so many different ways to describe what we do here, being that we have a full recording music studio, green screen room, the LED wall, which is our LED business center for clients to come in to use the space for their own meetings, for seminars, for product launches. But when the studio space is not being used, we're a video production house, we're a digital marketing company, but at the core of it, we are a creative agency. What does that mean is that we're storytellers. We're here to create and show your story through video. And that can go into a multitude of different areas, right? So we like to break it down from pre-production to production to post-production, right? So pre-production is your storyboard, it's your script writing, it's the ideas, it's that discovery meeting of how we want to get your ideas onto that screen. So that's your pre-production, right? And then production is the shooting of the content, whether that is you on the street, you on your office, you in action, or us shooting you in one of our studios. That's your production. And then post-production is pretty much tying everything together, color correcting, animations, editing, music, audio, pretty much everything, is putting a little pretty bow on it and making sure that it's ready to go for people to see it. And part of that is which platform is going to live on. That's where a lot of our digital marketing techniques of SEO, GEO, making sure that when you do put time into making a great video, not only do you want people to see it, but you want the right people to see it to make sure that it's hitting your target audience and it's going to convert your target audience.
That is amazing. So, I do a lot of video, a lot of advertising, and it's not, obviously, I'm a realtor, but it's not just for realtors. It's for anybody who owns a business, who wants to get their business story out there, who wants to get a personal story out there. Can you give me a few examples of the type of businesses you've worked with
Yeah.
that you've put together their story and broadcasted it?
So it's so funny. I mean, everyone can use video. So we've worked with so many different size companies. We work with Stryker up in Mawa, and we do all of their internal communications. We do live broadcasts of their internal symposiums, their town hall meetings, and we pump that feed out to all of their offices really around the whole country, which is cool. Now, the average company doesn't normally do that, right? So the last few clients that we've been working with are the companies that need the marketing the most. Working with Nick Cantor from Joe Cool's doing all his HVAC videos. So he did a series of how-to videos of how to pretty much, learn how to use your machine and your equipment before you have to make the call to him, all education. And then one main sizzle reel, as we like to call it, that lives on their website that really portrays him, his background, and what he does all in a nutshell. So when you are looking up HVAC, Bergen County, HVAC, Rockland County, HVAC near me, and you're in this area code, he should be the first one to come up, and you can understand what he does within 5 to 10 seconds.
That's
And the
awesome.
biggest reason why we want to really push that is, as I've even said this morning too, Kelly, is that nobody's reinventing the wheel, right? I mean, we live in a very competitive area here in North Jersey. There's a lot of realtors, there's a lot of HVAC, there's a lot of marketing companies, there's a lot of caterers. But the reason why people go with you is because they know you, they like you, and it's not the service, it's not the product, it's the experience. It's the
I
experience.
love that you say that. It's
Yeah.
the experience, and that's what you capture by
Yep.
using your company, is the experience that people are getting from using you and doing business.
Absolutely. People aren't going to understand your background when they just see a little bio in your LinkedIn or all your credentials. Like, that's great. I want to know, like, oh, I'm like, for instance, for you, you see a bunch of different realtors that can all do the same things as you. Maybe you do it in a different way, but the reason why people, especially for a realtor, it's very personal, and you're helping people achieve their goals and their dreams, right? It's a very special process. So if I'm looking for a house in Oradell and I see a bunch of realtors that all have the same credentials, but I find out you're from the area, you you have kids that you grew up in the area, that they played sports, they went to the school system, the area better than anybody else. Your mom, you're a Giants fan, thank God, right? You have all these amazing qualities. People need to know the human side and the personality behind that, because you're not going to get it from a catchy slogan. It might help a little bit,
Yes.
but it's all about revealing the person behind it.
And who
That's
you are, right? Yeah, you know what? I think one of the things people, well, now a lot of people are realizing it, you really and truly get to know a person's personality and who they are, like you said, the experience
yeah,
through video. And it is, I like to say it's the way of the future, but we're in the future now. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
it is here and everybody needs to be doing it. So
yeah,
whether you're a realtor, an HVAC, a caterer, a small business, an accounting firm, this is the way, using your company to get your message out there.
yeah. And if you're not doing it, you're just behind the eight ball.
Yeah,
Uh, because then your competitors are going to be doing it. They're going to grow up, their brand, and whether you want it for, so like there's like two different ways. I mean, most people, you put money into marketing because you need a lot more business, right? You put in the money for marketing, you want the ROI on it, great. And I was talking to Dr. Tall. He has an amazing practice there in Hallworth, and he wants to do a potential video. And he goes, Vin, like, I'm not really doing this to bring in business because I'm completely booked solid. But what he is doing is that since he is booked solid, he's got a good reputation. This furthers that reputation. So when you hear,
yes,
oh my God, wow, Hallworth Dental, you go onto his website and you see like what he really is, it just strengthens his own brand recognition, because someone with his reputation that has an outdated website with fuzzy photos and no video doesn't look as good to someone who is established and you can
right.
visually see it.
It's layering. It's
Yeah,
layering,
it is.
and it really makes a difference if your online presence doesn't include an updated website, like you said, doesn't include great video, great content, you might as well pack it up.
Yeah, it's true, because they're gonna meet your online personality
Yeah.
before they actually meet you. So you
Because
want to make,
that's where
yeah,
people go first. They go right
absolutely.
to Google. And that if you're not, out there, nobody's going to find you.
Yep,
What we forgot to mention is you are local. You are in Paramus, New Jersey on
yep,
Century Road.
yep.
It is so easy to get to your office. And I urge anybody out there listening to this, if you are thinking of doing video, doing some digital marketing, the studio itself, before we sign off, I want you to talk about the studio that we're in every Thursday morning. It is breathtaking.
Honestly, it's something that I never take for granted because I'm here every single day. I love seeing people's faces when I go around tours with them, because they can't believe not only does this place exist, but it exists right here in
Right
Paramus, New
here.
Jersey. The reason why we do a lot of great work with other marketing companies and other production houses is because of our convenience of location, where you don't have to go into New York City, pay the tolls, and deal with the traffic to have a small little studio, when you get multiple studios all in one.
Yes.
Where you have the music studio, a green screen studio, the LED wall, a podcast studio all in one, where, you don't want to use another studio for one component of the project and another studio for a different one and another studio for the post production. It gets way too out of hand.
Yeah.
I always use the analogy where, look, I go to a barbershop. I get my haircut every 2 weeks. I gotta make sure I get my haircut every 2 weeks. I can't shave because I can't grow anything. But for the average person, that it would be weird for them to go get a haircut. They get a haircut from one guy, then they have to do their beard with a different guy. You want
Yeah.
every, you're doing your face. You want everything done in one shop. Same thing comes here, right? If you want to do a podcast, if you want to do a video, if you want to do anything marketing wise, you are all under one roof, where we can get it done a lot quicker. And the way the studio set up, at least in the business center with the LED wall, we have the conference room, private bathroom, a kitchenette, a lounge, where even if you don't necessarily, make a video with us, you can still use us to promote your brand, because that room becomes your room when you bring clients in, where your logo is everywhere. All the LED lights mimic your color. So it really feels like your office away from your office, if that makes sense.
Absolutely, absolutely. So here's what I'm going to say. If you're a business owner, an entrepreneur, you need to reach out to Vince. I'm going to put your contact information in this post. He's in Paramus. I highly recommend it, and I can't wait to be doing my next video with you. And I thank you so much for meeting with me today. This was so invaluable. I hope people hear it and just come running to your studio. So you'll be so impressed. So thank you so much, Vince, for
Thank you.
meeting with me.
Thank you so much, Kelly. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Speak soon.
Bye.
Bye.